Hey guys and girls, mod number 22, the storage system and fridges going in. Just thought I'd quickly show you around a couple of things in case it's helpful for you if you're building your own or you're going to order something. There's obviously a number of places that build these sorts of things. They're very expensive and I've heard it's quite a long wait, which is why we're attempting to set up a manufacturer that is going to copy these, but it hasn't really happened yet. You know, people are busy. It's the whole, should I even dare mention the word starting with C and E and D with a number 19 after it, situation causes problems with everything. But we're just going to show you a few things, and there is other videos. I'm not sure what channel or what groups I'll put posts on. There's that many places I share information, I can't keep a track of it, so that's up to you. But we did give some dimensions and some measurements and stuff like that. So firstly, I'd like to say the floor plate. This is in the GX. You can see the storage, you get full storage because it goes to floor height. And you can go all the way out to the sides, and you got a whole heap of the space still on the side there. We put a couple of 20-litre jerry cans. I think one goes in that side, just ends up being right about there. Covers up your inverter, so you can't use that. So obviously don't do that if you want to use your inverter. And we fit another one just up there, and another one in behind, and another 10-litre container. So we've got about 70 litres. But anyway, we just use some turnbuckles at the side here. So if you're thinking about a storage system at this end of things, whether it's the 150 or the 120, same, and at the other end there you can see the head of that bolt in the middle of the picture. That goes straight through in the GX. I'm not sure what the GXL's like. You can see another one over there, middle of the picture. Basically, that bolts it down to the floor solid at that end. You could probably get away without having some of these, but look, I like the things being really secure. Like this thing is like rock. I mean, I can't demonstrate it. It just doesn't budge. It can't move. Now the edge strip job wasn't that good. You got to be careful who you go to. But I'll get some glue and fix that up. It's mainly from dragging bags off here and they get caught on the edge, so cabinet makers probably need to just make sure there's absolutely no edge there and it's really well stuck. It just comes down to quality. You get what you pay for. This is a prototype, this one here, so does the job, certainly functional. Fixing the cargo barrier, because you can see we've got the K-On light cargo barrier and storage. I just put a little bracket there. So a little side bracket, all right, at the back of the system. And then in here in the this is what I call the pantry. So we're gonna have a drawer fridge in there, a drawer fridge in there. Don't ask why that's cut out, doesn't matter, hasn't caused any problems, so it's all good. But this is the pantry, a lot of food goes in here. So see at the back there, right, a body washer through to the cargo barrier. So they're the two main fixing points. So it's not just the cargo barriers hanging there, it is actually secured at 2 points there, and you've got the headrest there anyway, so there's no way that barrier can push forward through the headrests, if you know what I mean. So there's 3 headrests. Anyway, we're going to get on. This is mod 22, just thought I'd put it out there. Between the whole storage system here and the fridges, we're going to, for the budget of the exercise, the value for the competition for the free battery, $5,000, because something like this, you know, thousands of dollars to get manufactured, plus a couple of fridges, blah blah blah, a bit of other hardware, this, that and the other. So we're going to put the drawer in here, the chopping board in here, some carpet and stuff goes on here, some mats that you can just take off, easy to clean, and in here we'll show you some more photos when it's all done. But this is just storage system in, preliminary information on the storage system, so you know it's number 22 and $5,000. Bada bing, have a great afternoon, see ya. And for those that are interested, we're just going in the drawer. Inside the drawer, on this side, you'll find 4 screws. And what that does, that mounts what I call my platform. This is my little invention. It was a last minute idea before a big trip when I decided I need more water, and I worked out that I can actually fit a whole jerry can in the back of the GX between this storage system, which is all the way to the edge of the plastic trim. At the bottom there, straight up, jerry can fits in there. So what I've done is, on this side you can see the platform, okay, jerry can just slips in here, there's plenty of room, look, slips in here perfectly. And I'll show you, so what I've done clearance wise, so there's plenty of strength on those screws, but 20 litres banging around. So what I've done, I've sort of used, set it to a height that this is kind of like, it's not touching, but if you push it, it just touches. So you can put something in between there if you like, so it doesn't rub or whatever. But you know what, it's a full drive, and at the end of the day, set it up to use it and get out there and use it while you can. So You know, who cares about a bit of rubbing? But see, there's a tiny bit of clearance there. I might put a bit of rubber or something in there. I'm just not too sure, to be quite honest. In the other car, I didn't put anything there. Didn't do any damage that I know of. So happy days, there was 20 litres in there for thousands and thousands of kilometres over 6 months. Probably 20 to 25,000 Ks of Australia's Outback. And it did the job. So yeah, that's marine ply. That's a bit thicker than this one. This one could be about 16 mil by the looks of it. I'm not too sure. Carefully drilled it. Obviously always pre-drill or you're going to split it. And some nice long galvanized, probably, I don't know if they're 50 or 60 or 70. I don't know, they're pretty long. Couple of at least 2 or 2.5 inch screws. 4 of those holding that. And there's one around the other side as well. Over this side. I think I just marked these when I took them out so I knew which one was which. But you can see how it looks like when it's not on there. And there's the 4 screw holes, right? Maybe I went slightly wrong there when I was going to drill a hole. It's all good. But these need to go in before the fridge and the drawer, and these need to go until they're flush. That's why they're countersunk heads, and you know, they'll be nice and flush Isla. Now, very strong. Same deal in here. I believe the corner might sit on the edge of the plastic over there as a backup plan support. That's why I actually had the duct tape out for another job. I can't remember what it was now. But I went, you know what, I'll just wrap some around the edge. Nobody's going to see what's in there and it doesn't hurt, to add a little bit of extra protection. So I'm just doing that before I screw it back in place. Last vehicle, I didn't do that. It worked and I didn't have any issues, any damage, notable damage. You know, when we took it all out, it looked good to me. When we sold the car, nobody said, oh, look at this, look at that. They were happy. They said, beautiful, let me take it. There it is, that one's in. Believe it or not, that is so solid. I reckon I could stand on that like a platform. Like, I can't demonstrate how strong it is, but like, I wobble the camera, you can't see, but the thing, it doesn't move. It is very strong. So yeah, not a bad idea if you haven't thought of it yourself. Again, here it is from this side. You can see there's a gap on this one, probably 3 mil. You can put a bit of rubber in there if you like. I can't guarantee it won't flex down, but I tell you, I couldn't see it. Look, you know, with all the, but I'm pushing on that pretty hard, probably close to 20 kilos pressure. But the 20 kilos is of course bouncing around as well. But then it's jammed in pretty tight between the storage system and the side trim. Once again, if you don't want to scratch your trim, you could probably put some protective something on it. You could put some contact on it before you put it in. As I said, you do use the lose the use of your inverter. Just there on the left, which I don't use anyway, so it doesn't bother me. And there's other cars with those if we need to use it. Worst case scenario, well, I've got to pull it out if I get desperate, but I don't think I'm going to need to use it. And just in here, the reason we use the 20 litre fridge at the bottom is that allows us to get one of those 10 litre bottles, sits in here perfectly. And then we've got another 20 litre jerry can sits behind it. That's why there's a cutout here. Right, that was an aftermarket idea. I'd cut that out while it was in the vehicle, so that's why it's a little bit chippy and whatever, but I'm not here for good looks. It looks good from the back, but it's not here for good looks. It's here for ergonomics is the key word here, guys. Ergonomics, all right? Reliability. So yeah, 30 litre fridge at the top, 20 litre fridge at the bottom, 30 litres of water at the back here, and still a bit of space. Obviously, one of the issues is air, which is why we've got all these slots cut out here, there, extra ones there. That's the fan to the condenser for the top fridge at the side there, the big round hole. So plenty of airflow where possible. And obviously when you're stopped, you open up the vehicle. If you want, you can fold the seats, whatever. Airflow is key for your fridge to work, not being closed up in the heat. That's crazy. It's just going to be working forever. Just in case you missed it, part of mod number 19, power to the back. On our YouTube channels, you would have seen it, probably 4x4 Adventures, F-O-U-R-B-Y, number 4 Adventures, one word, 4x4 Adventures, just like our vehicle automotive maintenance channel, 4x4 Diesel. It's not about us, it's about you, because we can't do all this work, so we're trying to help you. So the wire, you just might have wanted to see it finally fitted off. So the terminal lug fitted off, that's where the positive power comes in, this is where they go out, that's where the fuses are going to be soon. And it's all fitted off nice and neatly with the, you can see all the earths there together, right? All together, the whole vehicle is negative. Okay, so back to the storage system. Let's slide the fridge in. Drawer fridges are a bit like 1GDs. Just because I've got one doesn't mean I'm recommending you should get one. You need to watch all the videos, so subscribe. so you don't miss out on all the information around making decisions about this if you don't want to be the regretful in the end. So there it is once again, very reliable, one hand operation, nice and easy to slide, you know the deal, no runners or anything like that. This design actually doesn't even have Teflon, it's running on the top of the edge of the boards, right? One-handed, you can lock it, bada bing, you can put your small bits of rubbish through the hole, no need for a handle, keep it flush. Our chopping board goes in there, I better grab that and put that in, eh? Bit of carpet up there that's easy to remove. We've got a charger on the side here that we can just plug in. That goes back in this way to charge the battery that runs the fridges. Obviously a couple of drawer fridges, as I said. Do as I say, not as I do. I'll give these run a bit longer. They're not bad in cooler climates, not really that much exciting in hot weather. They really work hard. The insulation's pretty well, it's hopeless. I don't know if there is any at the sides, but the top is where the element is, and all the cold, you can actually feel it through the top here, so paying to heat the atmosphere. Anyway, there it is, guys. Just wanted to show you in case anyone was interested. Yeah, turnbuckles, we covered that. Patio bolt there. It's not for looks, you know. The idea of the design was meant to be a little bit flash, but then I decided to strengthen it up with those extra bits of timber in the corners, you know, which is why there's extra screws there that kind of makes it tough, because it is tough, really sturdy. Let's go and have a look in behind in case there's anything there you want to see. Dark in here. I didn't bring a light, just the light on the camera. So there's the back of the top fridge, right? It's all plugged in, and you can see we can fit a 10 litre from that cut there back, basically on that mat there, and another 20 litre jerry can sits on this one here. We've got another two 10 litre containers that sit there and there. You can fit some other, all depends what trip, how much water you need, what you want to fit there. And like I said, a 20 litre jerry can each side. So what's that? 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90 litres here basically, right? And 50 litres of fridging, which is easy to use. And happy days, you know. And you got all this space down the side as well. You can also fill up even with a jerry can. There's a fair bit of space in there. Anyway, guys, that's it. All set up, ready to hit the tracks. Just another quick little tip. You can see the bottom of the K-On cargo barrier. See how it's open when I fold the seats itself. I've got something long, you know, 1.8, 2. Maybe even 2.4 in across and over the top of those seats, whatever those sorts of lengths. If you haven't got the full length cargo barrier, you know, the full, you know, the one that goes down, you just fold the seats, easy as that, and you can fit longer things in as well, whatever. So there you go.